there's a unique and very innovative technology that is out there that no one knows about. Unfortunately, it hasn't been used, despite the fact that it could change medicine in a very revolutionary way. And that technology is scalar waves. Now, it's not scalar waves like there's some clinics out there who purport to have scalar waves but don't actually have it. I don't know what they use, but there's a lot of bullshit that says it's scalar waves that aren't actually scalar waves. In order for you to understand in order for you to know how to utilize a scalar wave, you need to know what's real from what's wrong. What a scalar wave actually is two Tesla coils resonating. And in order to meet the conditions for resonance, they need to be same frequency, same waveform, and opposite phase. Frequency, we know what that is. Waveform, you don't need to worry about that. Opposite phase is something that can be calibrated. But basically, if we're looking at a longitudinal wave, or it could be even a transverse wave that oscillates up and down like that, right, on a vertical axis. Think about it. If it's resonating in opposite phase, the peak would be intersecting with the trough if it was a transverse. And if it was longitudinal, the area of most dense would be between the area of less dense of the other longitudinal wave. Now, if that doesn't make sense, I'll show some pictures right here. But this kind of scalar wave, right? Or scalar waves resonate two resonating electromagnetic fields. This kind of wave has very specific properties. Konstantin Mail, a German professor living in Villingen, Black Forest, Germany, who was a career electrical engineer and a real expert, a real genius. And he did a lot of studies on he would study Tesla a lot. Konstantin Mail did an experiment on peas utilizing these scalar waves. Now, what he did is he placed a beaker of distilled water in gibberellic acid. Gibberellic acid is a plant hormone that causes the growth of peas. But he didn't inject it, he didn't place it on the pea. No, he put the acid on the coil of the transmitter to transmit the information of the hormone onto the pea on the receiver coil. And what did we find? We found a statistically significant increase in the growth of the pea. And now, obviously, I'll link the study done here, but the implications of that are extremely interesting. What are the implications? The implications are for human biology and animal biology, any biology. It works with every single life form because every life form has DNA and the scalar wave interacts with the introns in our DNA. But I won't get into that too much because it's very complicated, and if you want to know about it, write down a comment below and maybe I'll make a video on that. But a lot of pharmaceutical drugs or anabolic steroids or really anything that we ingest for our health sometimes have a negative effect on our liver because of metabolism, right? Say D-bol or Proviron, right? Because Proviron is basically ingestible DHT, and when you put that in your stomach, sometimes it can irritate your stomach lining. So instead, why don't we just transmit the information of the hormone via frequency waves to change our bodies instead? And it would, be more innocuous on the other parts of our body, and we would only get the desired result rather than the adverse effects, right? Like irritating the stomach lining, irritating the gut. So there's so many implications of that, but basically you can bypass ingestion to act directly on the receptor. And that is very, very interesting. Possibly we could go into resonance with only inside the cell. And when we do that, we could localize the effect of something. Perhaps. That's just conjecture. Now, if you want to know how to do anything really with your body with these frequencies, then message me at jakefastf@gmail.com. That is JAKEFASTF@gmail.com, and I will tell you exactly what to do for anything health related for small feet.